This year marks the 47th anniversary of the June 16 Soweto uprising. Each year on this day, South Africans recognize and celebrate the role the youth of 1976 played in the liberation of the country. Today, hundreds of job seekers showed up at job application sites across the province as part of the Nasi Spani project kicked off in Gauteng. According to the provincial government, Gauteng is a youthful province with almost 30% of the country's youth population residing in the province. Approximately 2.2 million of this population is unemployed, and for this reason, the Gauteng Provincial Government commemorated Youth Day by embarking on a recruitment drive in response to the high unemployment levels in the province. The Gauteng government is keeping up with its commitment to tackle unemployment in the province, and we are now joined by Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi for this conversation. Premier, thank you so much for joining us here on the late edition. Of course, we saw the much anticipated Nasi Spani project that you as the Gauteng government have spearheaded. Just tell us so far, how has that been, especially looking at the hubs you created today? Was that a success?
Good evening, Mbali. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was indeed a success. I mean, we knew with the challenge of unemployment, but we didn't know the numbers are so massive. Even though, we are stating the figures, when we saw those young people physically, it was indeed heartbreaking to see so many young people that are unemployed, frustrated, and looking for every available opportunity. And that's where we think that we are coming in. We've got almost 7,000 jobs that are now available, and we feel that we can be in a position to assist them so that they can understand their responsibilities.
A number of people have, of course, been saying that, we have a very high unemployment rate in this country, and surely you won't be able, to fill or help all of the unemployed young people. What was their response? Because we'd know with a drive of this nature, Premier, you won't be able to help all the young people in this province looking for a job.
Indeed, but we've got a track record of commitment, we've got a track record of absorbing young people, we've got a track record of keeping our weight. You will recall we recruited almost 6,000 young people to be part of our peace wardens that are there permanently employed doing their work, and they're excited about that part. We also recruited almost 6,000 young people to clean our towns, our hostels, our informal settlements and townships. They're already there doing that work. We've just concluded a massive recruitment drive of getting almost 6,000 young people to be solar installation technicians. We're looking for 6,000. We got almost 57,000 applications. Today we are looking for 7,000 by close of business online with more than 40,000 applications, and through our working centers, we suspect that will attract additional 40,000 new job seekers. But we will create a database because we intend to recruit almost an average of 6,000 young people every month. But you're right, we can't do it alone as a province. We need everyone. We need national government to join us. We need local government to join us. We also need private sector to join us. But we really believe that government must lead. I mean, many people lost their jobs during COVID. And our economy is not doing that well. So we have an institution like government kickstarting or rebooting the economy. It's an ideal situation, and we feel that as a Gauteng government, we are playing that role.
And Premier, if maybe you could just give us a bit of insight in terms of the jobs that many young people in the province were applying for today. Are these jobs which already existed in the Gauteng government, and these were vacancies you were filling, or were these jobs that were created in the province? And perhaps if you can just tell us, are they long-term jobs? Are they short-term jobs? Like how long, can young people keep these jobs for?
Well, it's a combination of everything, to be quite frank. We've got jobs that are available immediately on the basis that people have resigned, on the basis that either people have reached their retirement age, or people have moved to other provinces, or they've moved out of the country. These are permanent funded jobs that are available, so they're fully funded. So these are not short-term jobs. But we also have jobs that are short-term on the basis of new policy movement or policy strategy, for example, within our ECD centers. ECD has moved from the Department of Social Development to the Department of Education, and we're looking for almost 2,800 people that don't have even experience to take care of our children in all our classes, in all our schools in Gauteng. So these are new available jobs that came out of the policy move. But we also have jobs that are professional. We need engineers, we need accountants, we need CFOs. We also need people that will provide support in hospitals, and those that will provide support either when we're building houses or building new schools or new things. So it's a combination of everything. So I can safely say that we've got a job for everyone. If, for example, you just finished your matric, or you don't have a degree, or you have a degree, or you have a master's or honors, please go through our job center. You will find a job there. So we literally have everything for everyone, from drivers, receptionists, cleaners, food handlers, porters in hospitals. So it's a massive pool of permanent jobs and massive pool of jobs that we've created through new strategies that we're implementing as the Gauteng government.
And Premier, one thing that comes with jobs in government, a number of people would say that, well, it comes with a lot of nepotism, and it comes, those who are politically connected are most likely, to get their hands on those jobs. How can you assure the residents of Gauteng that they were not wasting their time by applying for these jobs? And, it will be those who are deserving to actually get those jobs which they indeed applied for.
I'm glad to raise that issue, Mbali, because that's a common fear amongst young people when I was interacting with them. And that's the reason why we've centralized all these posts. We've moved them from departments and put them in a common pool so that this post can be transparent in terms of filling those posts. And also they can go to deserving people that have the necessary skill and necessary qualification. So we've put an audit team that is tracking each and every application. We've also put a security team that will ensure that when we say there's a closing date, it's indeed a closing date. No new application will come in a manner that is dubious. So we've put all the necessary systems to ensure that these jobs goes to those that deserve them, regardless of their connection or who they know. And then that's why we say these are freely available jobs. No one must persuade any person to appoint them. No one must try to buy favors or any other thing. Just put the application, and the team that is working on recruitment in a position to assist you.
And Premier, how important is this initiative to you? I mean, you are somebody who's spoken out. I even remember, even in your State of the Province address, you wanted to address the problems in Gauteng of a high unemployment rate and a high unemployment of especially young people. How important is this initiative to you, and to actually, be in a position to create more jobs for young people in this province?
It is crucial, Mbali. That's how you reposition the province. That's the challenges that we are facing to resolve the challenges of unemployment. We have the strong view, Mbali, that we've got a problem of load shedding, for example. But you can't have a problem of load shedding when you've got young people that can be trained to be solar panel installer technicians. You can't say a problem of crime. We've got so many young people that are unemployed that we can train so that they can fight crime. You can't say our CBDs, our towns are dirty when we've got so many young people that are unemployed. So what we have done, we've identified the challenge and converted it into an opportunity to create jobs for our young people. And you're quite right, during our State of the Province address, we're very, very worried about this matter. It's hardly 120 days since we've delivered the State of the Province address. We've already demonstrated an absorption of almost more than 20,000 young people in proper jobs, and we'll continue to do so. So it's very, very close to our heart. We'll accelerate it. We want to continue to recruit young people up until July 2024 next year.
All right. Premier, thank you so much for your time.